Hey guys, so I decided to make two videos in one day because I missed yesterday's and I feel kind of bad for that. On a lighter note, following my abuse story, I'm going to talk about my I'm not talking about any more depressing subjects. Sorry for that, by the way. I just felt like it was necessary to talk about something like that. Anyways, in this video, I'm actually going to be talking about a trip I took last year with my best friends, Jesse and Zach. We went to Connecticut. It was a road trip from Florida to Connecticut. So it was actually a really cool experience. I don't think that we'll be doing a road trip quite like that again, unless we have more time to plan it, I guess. It'll be more of, I don't know. Okay, anyway, so, I had dated my friend Zach's cousin, and, he had moved to Connecticut when I was 18, so we decided to, and he was talking about wanting to come back down to Florida and everything like that. So I had just gotten paid at work, and it was enough to take a trip and make it back down. So we sorry, my makeup. Ugh. Anyway, so we were eating at Chili's in Daytona, and we were just spitballing, like, talking about his cousin, and we were like, oh, it'd be so cool to take a road trip, this and that, and we'd gotten to a serious topic, and we were like, well, why don't we? Like, it was like, we totally could. I'll pay for the whole thing. Don't worry about it. I was like, I want him back down here. And, sorry, hold on. Let me fix this. Got it. Okay. So, I was like, I'll pay for the whole thing. I was like, don't worry about it. And they're like, we were talking about it, and, Zach called his parents, and he was like, hey, we're thinking about taking a road trip up to Connecticut, and at first they were like, what? No, like, are you crazy? But, eventually he was like, I'm an adult, I can do whatever the hell I want, basically. So they were like, okay, we really can't stop you. So, it was me, Jesse, and Zach, and we took Jesse's little Caliber up to Connecticut, and, it had started with, we came back to Jesse's house after eating at Chili's for lunch, and, Zach took a nap because he knew that he was going to be driving a lot. So, while Zach was taking a nap, Jesse and I got ready, and we packed our bags, and we packed food and everything like that. And we told Jesse's mom the plan, and she was like, all right, just be careful, call me, this and that. So, after Zach had woken up, we went and started to Palm Coast, where Zach lives. He packed his bags, we told his parents bye, this and that, and then we started on our journey. And our first stop was in Georgia, which I had been to Georgia before, so it wasn't really, anything new, but it was fun. It was a cool experience to stop in a lot of different places, and we stopped in just about every state up on the way there, mostly just for gas stations and fast food, but it was cool. It was fun. The weather was chilly. It was about this time last year. The weather was really cold, so us being from Florida, we're not really used to the cold. But so we had gotten when we drove straight through to Virginia, where my stepmom lives, and when we got there, it was like 7:30 in the morning. We were all exhausted, and I didn't get any sleep. My stepmom wanted to stay up and talk with me, so I stayed up and talked with her. And then when Zach and Jesse finally woke up, we headed out. My stepmom had made us a bunch of food, and we headed out. And the cool part about it is that we were going straight through New York, and I had never been to New York before, and I was so excited. So I told Zach, I was like, hey, wake me up when we get there, because I was taking a nap. I was so tired. I passed out in the car, and about 30 minutes away from New York, Zach goes, Corey, did you want to see New York? And I'm like, yeah, are we here? And he's like, no, we're about 30 minutes away. I'm like, what? You couldn't let me sleep for 30 more minutes? So, anyways, I woke up, and it was really cool because and we didn't go to the city or anything, but just being in New York and being able to have that experience of going to New York, and that's blah, 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 I'm blubbering. Um, it was magical, and if you've ever been to Disney or anything like that, you know what I mean. It's just magical, and I mean we went through. I think we went through the Bronx, but it was still really cool. Like, it is something that I'd always wanted to do, and I finally got to do it with my best friends. So that was pretty cool. Um, so anyways, oh, and we had stopped in New Jersey to we stopped off the turnpike in New Jersey to get some food, and I asked them. I was like, "Can I get a soda?" And they were like, "What?" I was like, "Can I get a soda?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, you get it over there." I guess they say pop. I don't know. So oh, and okay, going back to Georgia. Uh, I am such a blonde sometimes. I swear. Um, Zach had told me, if you guys want sweet tea before we get up north at a McDonald's, you might want to get it because I don't think they sell it up north. So I was like, okay. So when we stopped in Georgia, I was like, do y'all have sweet tea? It's Georgia. Of course they have sweet tea. I felt like such a ditz asking them that. Like, it was so weird. But yeah, I'm very blonde sometimes. So anyways, when we had finally gotten to Connecticut, we picked up Zach's cousin, and we started making our way back. And I was the the road trip now seemed to have gone by so fast, and it went by really fast for me. But it was just a great bonding experience with my best friends. Like, I highly suggest anyone goes on a road trip with their best friends. It doesn't matter if it's 30 minutes away or if it's in the same state, you know? Just take a road trip with your friends, save up the money and do it because it's fun and it's exciting, and get some good music to put on and all of that. And because we had some really good music. Jessie had actually made a playlist on her phone to connect to the aux cord, and she wrote it. I actually think she still has it, but she named it Road Trip, and it was cool. We have a lot of funny stories from that trip. Like, when we were in South Carolina, it was it had to be about 2 o'clock in the morning. We left around 7 o'clock from Florida, so but or no, it was like 6-ish. Anyways, but it was about 2-ish. I think it was the middle of the night when we were in South Carolina, and Zach had ran over a possum. And we were all tired, like, so we just started saying, "Oh, how could you kill that possum? It had a possum family," and and we just made up this completely bizarro story, and it was hilarious. And then eventually we decided that what, the possum deserved it. It was a dick possum. So, but anyways, we saw an alligator on the side of the road too at like 2 o'clock in the morning in South Carolina, and actually on our way back down too, we had taken a turn off in South Carolina to get some gas to fill up the car, and we took a wrong turn, and we ended up in like bumfuck Egypt in South Carolina. And I was like, oh my god, this is how it ends. I was like, you know what? Honestly, I couldn't ask for a better end because the road was completely pitch black. All right, the GPS was no help at all, and it was like out of a horror movie. Like, it was straight out of a horror movie. I was like, guys, this is how it ends. This is how we're gonna go. But eventually, we got back. We stopped at Zach's house. We slept at Zach's house, and it was exciting. It was a very fun road trip. And long story short, I'm no longer with Zach's cousin. We broke up. But just to have that experience of a road trip was so much fun, especially with my best friends. I couldn't ask for better best friends, honestly, because they were totally down. It was like off the whim. It wasn't like we'd planned this for months or even weeks or even days ahead. It was that day. We were like, let's go do this. And like that's the type of person I am. I'm very spontaneous and I love going and doing random adventures and especially something like that. Like it was so cool. It was so exciting. All right. Well, I'll stop chewing your ear off. It was just I just wanted to share that story. It was really cool. It was really fun. Uh so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to me too for more videos. I'm sure I'll try and make things more entertaining and more funny for you guys. But there's links in my description to my YouTube channel so that you can subscribe, and to my Tumblr and my Twitter. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.